Come on, you know me, Martin. Bruh, man, upstairs, 5th floor. Cried, man. Oh, yeah. Bruh, man, cried. You have no more toilet paper. And that's why I was still sitting there till he came back from the store.
From being just an extra in his first film to running the whole show later on. Remember Bra-Man? Yeah, the dude who used to pop up in Martin's apartment like he paid rent but never did. The one who slid through that window holding a sandwich like he was born straight out of another dimension. That man didn't even have to say a word before we were already cracking up. Reginald Ballard wasn't just funny. He owned that screen. But behind all those laughs, there was pain most people never knew about. This man didn't just face hard times, he went toe-to-toe with death, both physically and emotionally. Reginald's life wasn't no easy ride. He hit rock bottom, saw the light, and then turned around to see the bill collector knocking right behind it. But guess what? His will to live, to shine, and to keep folks smiling dragged him back up every single time. You better stay tuned for this one, because what this man survived, it's a story you have to hear. It's giving God's not done with me yet. So let's rewind, all the way back to October 13th, 1965. A baby was born in Galveston, Texas, and nobody could have guessed that little boy would one day have the whole world laughing till our sides hurt in the 90s.
What the hell you doing up in here, bro, man? I was about to ask y'all the same question.
Reginald Ballard grew up in a hard-working family, went to public school like everybody else, but there was something different about him. He had that I'm not staying stuck here kind of spirit. Reginald wasn't the type to blend into the background, no way. The kid had energy for days, athletic, charming, and louder than a referee's whistle on game night. He ran that football field like it owed him something, and his hustle paid off big time. A full ride to Southern Methodist University. It wasn't too far from home, but far enough for him to start carving out his name. And get this, everyone expected him to study something like physical education, but Reginald said, "Nah, I'm going for the spotlight." So he majored in theater arts, because deep down he knew the stage was where he truly belonged. But just when things were starting to click, life hit the brakes hard.
She's sitting down.
I'll be right in. Come on!
In 1987, the SMU football team got slammed with the infamous NCAA death penalty. Everything changed overnight, and Reginald's dream path took a wild turn. Yep, the whole program got shut down. Just gone, because the school couldn't stop dipping its hand in the cookie jar, paying players under the table like it was some back alley hustle. And guess who got caught in the mess? Reginald. His football dreams were benched for good, and just like that, the field lights went out on his athletic future. But instead of sitting around feeling sorry for himself, he made a bold move. He transferred to the University of Missouri, and that's where everything flipped. One little theater class changed his whole life, no cap. The moment he heard that crowd clapping for him, something sparked deep inside. He thought, oh yeah, this is it. This is the rush I've been chasing. And from that second on, the game wasn't football anymore. It was the stage, and Reginald was ready to play to win.
Can I get my seat, man? Don't tell. I shouldn't have sat here, right? How'd you get it?
Reginald packed up his bags and shot straight for Hollywood. But let's keep it real. He didn't roll up in style. He came in with huge dreams, a tiny wallet, and a whole lot of heart. Passion was the only thing he could afford. He and his wife had to crash with family, because back then, Airbnb wasn't even a thing. He hustled hard, hitting every casting call he could find, saying yes to anything just to get a foot in the door. He even took a silent background role in the 1989 movie, Lock Up. That's right, blink and you'd miss him. But he didn't care one bit. The man just wanted to see himself on that screen. A few gigs later, he finally landed a couple lines in The Trials of Rosie O'Neill, and that tiny step turned into real momentum. Slowly but surely, Reginald was climbing. Then out of nowhere, boom, his big break hit with Martin. And when I tell you he owned that bruh man from the 5th flow role, silent T and all, he didn't just play it, he made it legendary. You already knew the moment Brewman showed up, something wild and hilarious was about to go down. He didn't need a speech, not even close. Just one line, one look, and we were done. The man had that kind of silent comedy that hit harder than words ever could. He slid through those scenes like doors were his mortal enemy, and the whole country couldn't get enough.
Last week, a lady got jacked at the gas station. You know, in broad daylight and dig.
America loved him. Plain and simple. After Martin, the gates of Hollywood swung wide open, and suddenly, Reginald Ballard was everywhere. He became that face you recognized instantly, the one that made you smile before he even said a thing. He played WB on The Bernie Mac Show, popped up in Menace II Society, showed out in The Parkers, Sister, Veronica Mars, Just Jordan, and so many more. No matter where you flipped the channel, left, right, or even by accident, there he was, stealing scenes like it was second nature. And don't forget, he even popped up in Big Sean's Play No Games music video, still reppin' as Brahman like no time had passed, still sliding through scenes like rent was due that same day. But then, real life came crashing in. And when life hits, it doesn't knock politely, it kicks the door wide open. Reginald faced a heartbreaking loss when his close friend, Bernie Mac, passed away, and that pain hit deep. He couldn't hold it in. He broke down publicly, saying Bernie had been worked to death. Bernie was seriously ill, but the pressure to keep filming never stopped because production refused to wait.
We'll get us in trouble. What you doing? Little old nigga, this party here for grown folks.
Reginald didn't sugarcoat a thing. He said it straight. If Bernie had been white, the whole production would have been shut down to let him heal. But instead, they kept pushing him until his body finally gave out. It was a brutal truth, and Reginald made sure the world heard it loud and clear. That kind of pain doesn't just fade, it leaves a mark that never really goes away. And just when you thought Reginald had already faced the worst life could throw at him, things got even darker. Out of nowhere, kidney failure crept up on him like a thief in the night. He was down bad, body weak, spirit low, the fight getting harder every day. But then came his wife, Edith, a straight-up hero in real life. She stepped in like the ultimate MVP, ready to give him her kidney without a second thought. But when the tests came back, the doctors said they weren't a match. Most people would have broken down right there, but not Edith. That woman said, "We're gonna make this happen," and joined a paired kidney exchange program.
Yeah, well, this Hare Krishna's making a grip off these bean pies.
She gave her kidney to a stranger so Reginald could get one from a donor all the way in North Carolina. Now that's love on another level. She literally saved her husband's life. No hesitation, no fear, just pure heart. Give it up for a real one who proved what true loyalty looks like. And funny enough, fans used to blur the lines. Some couldn't even separate him from his Martin role as the homeless guy, thinking that's who he really was. People really thought Reginald was homeless in real life? Can you believe that? Some kids even swore up and down that he lived in the hallway of their building. That's how good his acting was. But let's get it straight. That man had lines and jokes, not a sleeping bag and canned beans. The homeless guy was just a role, but he played it so well folks actually thought it was real. When Reginald made that bold move to Hollywood with his wife, he didn't have much in his pockets, but what he did have was priceless. He was fueled by unstoppable passion and raw determination, and that grind eventually paid off big time.
But you think you just come in here and buy me like that? Is that how it is?
He rose up to become one of the funniest men to ever hit TV in the 80s and 90s, leaving a trail of laughter everywhere he went. And let's keep it real. He might not have a shelf stacked with Emmys or Oscars, but who needs those when you've already won the crowd? Reginald earned something way more powerful, the love of the people. That's the kind of trophy that never fades. And even now, Reginald's still out here doing what he does best, making the world laugh one punchline at a time. Reginald's still out here killing it as a stand-up comedian, bringing the heat on stage and keeping the crowd in tears from laughter. But then in August 2024, he hit everyone with a major surprise. Out of nowhere, Brewman from the 5th floor stepped into a whole new lane, joining the NEA Foundation as Vice President for Policy and Communication. Who would have guessed that the man famous for sneaking sandwiches had over 15 years of experience in education and policy? Talk about a serious plot twist, and don't get it twisted, he's still active in the entertainment world too. Reginald pulled up to Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, showing love to the fans, snapping cosplay pics, and giving the people exactly what they came for: pure joy and big laughs.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Bruh man, cry.
He's still married to his ride-or-die Edith, and together they're raising 2 kids who keep their legacy shining bright. Now 59 years old, Reginald's looking strong, feeling good, and still cracking jokes like it's 1995 all over again. Right now, Reginald Ballard's net worth sits around a cool $1 million. And honestly, that's $1 million worth of laughter, hustle, and pure perseverance. After every storm, heartbreak, and even those near-death moments, this man still stands tall with that same unshakable spirit. Every scar turned into strength. Every setback became part of the story that made him who he is today. For every young dreamer out there grinding for their shot, take notes from Reginald Ballard. If he could rise from nothing to legendary status, then baby, so can you. Keep pushing, keep showing up, and keep shining even when life tries to dim your light, because that's exactly what Reginald did. And he made it look effortless. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop a comment to show some love for the man who proved laughter can change everything.